Recording?
Recording.
Hi everybody, it's Elliot Walker here from the Congregation of Yahweh. I'm the worship leader here, but I'm also a part of Koi Worship, and I just wanted to quickly just touch base with you to talk to you a little bit about the album that we've released last month, The Son of Man, our first album as Koi Worship. This has been a long time in the making. It's been 3 years in the making. I remember sitting in Starbucks in Nottingham with my good friend Joe Langford, and we spoke about this idea, and I shared with him our idea of having a live worship night where we would record songs written by members of our church and that we would release them out into the world. And we left that Starbucks. I remember leaving Starbucks thinking, yeah, let's do it, this is great, let's go. 2020, we're gonna get all this done. Well, we know what happened in 2020. But I really believe that Yahweh, in a way, was almost helping us in a way when we had to kind of postpone what we were wanting to do. Yahweh gave us that time to kind of reset, to rethink, and to come up with fresh, new ideas for the songs that we're recording. And I'm really thankful that Yahweh gave us that opportunity, so that in 2021, when we had the opportunity to finally have that worship night, it was a great time of worship, of praise, and just of fellowship with each other. A number of songs that are on this album are written by the late Ruth Esme. I remember having a conversation with Ruth Esme just before she passed. She invited me into her home and she sat down and spoke to me about her dream for her songs to be recorded, to be mixed, to be mastered, and to be sent out throughout the world for people to listen, because she believed that her songs weren't just meant for our church. You know, our church body has been blessed. I don't know how blessed times 100 by the songs that Ruth Esme has written and shared to us. But she believed that these songs, her songs, weren't just meant for our church, they were meant for the wider church body.
A good song is a song that's still relevant 30 years later. And I used to have a friend, and her name was Ruth Esme, and she wrote amazing songs. And 3 of her songs are going on this album, because she left a legacy behind her that must never be forgotten. And these songs are: You Will Never Leave Us or Forsake Us, You Are the King of Kings, and In Just a Little While. So I want to big up my friend Ruth Esme. Let's give her a big hand.
And I'm really hoping that we've done her proud with the 3 songs that we've recorded and put onto this album. And you know what, it's amazing to see that You Are the King of Kings, you know, it's coming up to 10,000 views on YouTube, and when you look into the analytics, you see that it is literally the world who have been watching it. I've seen that people from South Africa, people from Ethiopia, people from the Netherlands, from Australia, America, Jamaica, USA, England, everybody is tuning in to this song and being blessed by this song. So I'm really hoping that those songs have done Ruth Esme proud, because she gave so much to us as a church, and this album really speaks of Yahweh, speaks of Yeshua, but it's also in dedication to the work that Ruth Esme has done for us as a church. Some of the songs that are on there, I've always said about this album that we really wanted it to be a mixture of the old and the new. I'm combining it together. You know, some of the songs that we've recorded and put on this album, they were written decades ago, some nearly 40 years ago, that they've come out, that they were written by members of our church. But then there are some that are new, that we've written a couple of years ago. One of those songs is Abba Father, and that was written by Talitha and Alec and myself. And I remember this time just upstairs in the church, we had a songwriting session. We were upstairs for a couple of hours just going through some ideas, and we came up with this chorus just of Abba Father, you are worthy, full of love and grace. And that chorus then turned into verse, and then a bridge, and then it turned into a full song, Abba Father. Really hoping that that song Abba Father, that it's blessed you. It's blessed me every time I've listened to that song. Not even just the final version, but even just the initial, you know, on the phone voice note recording that we did at the time. I just wanted to finish just by thanking everybody who was involved in the making of this album. After that conversation I had with Joe to where we are now, it's been 3 years of hard work, and it's been a lot of people that have been involved in creating this album, all the way to from the videography on the night, to the actual recording, to the harmonies and the strings arrangements that were made. I just want to thank everybody who was involved in that night, and you know, I can't go through names because there's so many people who were involved, but you know who you are. I hope you've enjoyed listening to just a little bit about this album, and you know, go listen to it again, share it with somebody who you think might want to hear it, and I'm really hoping that in the next year we'll have some more music to share with you. See you later.